So yeah, I'm Elian, I came from Syria, so don't please leave the room because I don't have my Kalashnikov tonight. Okay guys, it's been for me now 5 years in Luxembourg. I came here to work, okay, and surprisingly, my family name is Habra, and my friends like to call me Abracadabra because I have a lot of magic tricks. And one of the best magic tricks I have done in my life is that I came here to Luxembourg by airplane. And working here, I have got a lot of good experience. And the special experience I have got, guys, and I will share with you, is I learned how to work with French people. Yeah. If you don't know how to work with them, guys, I have a rule of thumb, or actually I have 2 rules of thumb. The first golden rule, guys, if you want to work with French, learn French. Yeah. Don't expect them to speak your language. Don't expect them to speak English.
No, never.
Last time I was like with my colleague François, and they were just telling him, François, can you please move that file from this desk to that table? And he looked at me with big eyes. Excuse me, can you please repeat what you have said? I did not understand anything, especially the word please. And the second rule, guys, if you are at the end of the day and you are having like very stressful day, you have a deadline to meet, and you are overloaded, and you just want to delegate some work to a colleague next to you, you looked around at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the evening, you found nobody but this French colleague, don't ever give this extra work to him. He might do it for you, but he will ruin your life after. He will find you, he will look for you, he will find you, and he will kill you. But the Belgians are not better. Any Belgian here? Yeah? Maybe they're shy to say. The Belgians, they're better a bit, but try to explain one idea to a Belgian guy at your work, you know. You might spend 30 minutes explaining the idea, and he will be nodding his head. But on the minute 29, he will look at you and say, excuse me, can you repeat what you just said? But wait a moment, I have to grab a beer. I cannot absorb the idea without a beer. The Germans are not better, guys.
Yes,
Try one day at 11:45 in the morning, near lunchtime, just to ask your German colleague for a favor or for a work. He will turn into a Hulk. No, ich habe Hunger! And if you are very lucky and you have a German manager, you will learn a lot, but you will suffer. Last time I had a German manager, guys, and he made me work on this new project. Told me, can I go and fetch for something very creative, okay? I want a very good presentation. And I spent nights and nights studying, and like, I was sure that I was coming with the best idea ever. And I even worked on the presentation, the formatting, everything was very good. I was very proud of my work. And then I presented to him, spent like 30 minutes explaining, and he was like nodding his head. And at the end, all the other juries, you know, the other managers were very happy. They were like raising tens for me, you know. Except my German manager was looking like this. It is disastrous. Why? On flight number 6, you forgot to come on. Okay, I cannot mention all these experiences without mentioning our host here, the Luxembourgers. Yeah, we really deserve it. Luxembourgers at work, if they work, you know, guys, they have a slogan. It's them who created the slogan, I don't work, I'm a princess. But for the Luxembourgers who work, their day is quite typical, guys. They arrive at work at 9, they spend 2 hours reading the Tagblatt. They need to educate themselves, you know. And then it's lunchtime already. So they have also to pamper their belly with a good meal, 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, depending on the nap. Yeah. And then, you know, the day might also be divided into 7 to 8 coffee breaks. And that's it. The day is over. Why do you think we have an economic situation now? Not because of the corona. But you know, talking about the corona, I didn't want to talk about it, guys, because I want just to change the mood. But talking about it, guys, we are suffering now, you know. The economic situation is suffering, but there are some sectors that are deeply impacted by the corona situation, guys. What sector do you think is deeply impacted? Anybody have an answer?
Education.
Yes, prostitution. You are not Belgian, huh? Are you sure you are not Belgian, huh? How? Yeah, the prostitution sector, guys, is really suffering. So, yeah, Catherine, I was thinking last time how to make this sector great again. Especially here in Luxembourg. Surprisingly, I saw two girls, very sexy girls, putting masks, yeah, waiting for clients, but I wanted to do something for this sector. So I sent Monsieur Bittel an email because I know he's very close. And they just said, why don't you do something? What about doing something, the same thing you did for the accommodation sector? Prostitution vouchers. So people will use it wisely. And then the number of bastards will be great again, you know? But talking about bastards and little kids, recently I have a new baby girl. Yeah. She's 1 month old now. Don't look at me during the corona, you got a baby, yeah. And you know, it's quite nice to have a baby child. I remember the first day when we told our parents and family and friends that my wife was pregnant, and their reaction was like very, very weird. Like, oh, congratulations, you're baby, it's a miracle. Like, miracle? I'm not supposed to be the first one who accomplished this, right? And if you don't really know how to do it, you just have to put your tuk-tuk in her put-put and she's pregnant. If you don't know how, I can show you. It's nice to have babies, guys. I remember the Labor Day. I have a small advice for you if you are looking for the Labor Day one day. Don't ever, guys, go there and look where the child is going out. Don't. You know, the doctor insisted to me to go there and watch everything. And like, I followed the advice. But if you do it and just stare there, it's like you are watching your favorite restaurant burning. You will never want to eat there again. I still remember myself when I was born. No, just kidding. My father told me that when he saw me, because I was uglier than now, they handed me to him like, this is your new birth. What the fuck is this? Can I return him back? What is this thing in the middle of his face? And the doctor told him, sir, you are holding him from his legs. This is not his nose. And those two things are not his eyes. But I'm very proud of my father. Especially we in Syria, we are always bragging about our fathers. And the weird thing is that we always brag about how our fathers used to hit us. I was with some Syrian and Lebanese friends last time, and we were just bragging, my father used to hit me with the branch of the tree. The other guy just said, my father used to hit me with the tree. But try to open the same discussion with an American guy. You Americans, any American except Solomon here? You like to make drama. Just try to ask an American guy, what is the best or the worst story memory in your childhood? Look at you. And I remember my friend Jeremy, we were some friends and with an American guy, and this guy Jeremy, just when I asked him this question, what is the worst childhood memory you had? He'd be like, and then all the friends took his hands and said, yes, Jeremy, let it out, it's happier. I was 5 years old when my father shouted at me in front of everybody. Then I put him back. Yeah, well then, did he hit you? Did he throw you out of the window? No, what are you, an animal? No, we are Syrian, we're over this. So I know, guys, now that when I finish this comedy night, I have to go to my child, to my baby girl, and to try for 1 hour to try to put on her pajamas. And then when I'm exhausted, I have to crawl to her mother to try to take off her pajamas. Thank you so much, guys.